Right, hello everyone and welcome back. It's Hayward again. And if you've seen my previous video or saw my video title, you'd already know what I'll be doing today. I'll be rehousing all these tarantulas here and a bit more. And what we have here is two Pamphobeteus and Xenesthis, Colombian, and two Pamphobeteus species like, and a Pamphobeteus ornatus. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so to save time, I'd already prepared the other enclosures off camera, and this will be the final one. I'll just briefly show you guys how I normally prepare my enclosures. And so what I use is topsoil and topsoil only. That's what I normally use and works fine. And sometimes I would add like some sandy and rocky substrate I collect from the wild, so it looks a bit more aesthetically pleasing and adds a bit more texture to the soil. But honestly, topsoil alone works fine. And you could also add a bit of peat moss in there to so that it holds moisture a bit better. But yeah, if you're going to water them and like monitor them a lot, then topsoil alone wouldn't be an issue. So yep, I think that's enough substrate in there. You don't need a lot of substrate for the females that I'm going to be rehousing in this video. They are opportunistic burrowers, and even if they are burrowers in captivity, you don't really need to give them like, I don't know, 10 inches of substrate, even if they do make 10 inches burrows in the wild. If you can control the temperature and like condition well in captivity, there's no need for them to burrow that deep to find that condition that's suitable for them. So yeah, I have this big piece of cork bark, which would make a good hide for probably my Pamphobeteus species like, since I'll be breeding them soon. I might give them a slightly larger enclosure just because I'm going to breed them in the future, but right now this will work just fine, honestly. Right, I mean, it's a good 4 inches, 5 inches substrate in there, and yeah. Right, a water dish. So this is what I normally use for water dish. These sauce pots, they're perfect for slings and as water dish for larger specimens. So I just pop one in there. I normally just put them in the corner. Right, there we go. And that's about it. Right, because I'll pop the first female inside. Right, I've added water into the enclosure and sort of tidied it up a bit. And I'll be rehousing my Pamphobeteus and Xenesthis in there. It's an adult female. Honestly, tarantulas, they're really hardy, and this enclosure would be more than enough for her. Although some might find it a bit small, but honestly I think it's a bit too big for her really. It's a proper size for any adult female in my opinion. Let's see if I could like just get her in there. Ooh, come on buddy. Alright, let's go. Ooh. Ooh. There we go, she's in. And ooh, hope she enjoys it really. And yeah, look at her, what a beautiful tarantula. Right, I'll keep it quick and simple. I'll move on to the next spider. But yeah, I'll leave them in there. Oof, chill, come on. Let's see. Get back in you. Right. Yeah, hope she finds her side. Like, pretty sure she already found the hide, and she's not going in. Anyway, I'll probably leave them in there for a couple days, and then I'll start to feed them, and hope they settle down quickly. This is my second enclosure, and I'll find, where is she? Right, here's my second Pamphobeteus and Xenesthis, also adult female. And alright, come on. Let's go, come on. Can't really find my paintbrush, so I'll just use my hand. These are quite calm females, so shouldn't be an issue. Alright, come on. Right, she's going in. She's going straight into her burrow. I mean, look at her. Beautiful. Right, you definitely get to see her in a future feeding video. But yeah, that's her in her hopefully forever home. I don't really want to rehouse them anytime that soon. But yeah, moving on. It's gonna be my Pamphobeteus species light. I had a slightly larger piece of corkbark for them. Since they are a bit more chunky, I'm planning to breed them sometime soon. Definitely worth giving them a larger piece of corkbark so they have more place to move inside and dig and perhaps lay the egg sac. Yeah. I'll just quickly show you guys the female. It's right here. Oof, look at her. Quite a massive spider, honestly. Well, doesn't look too impressive over here with my hands next to her. But she's not really fully stretched out. But I guess she's like good. 7 inches, I would say. Let's see if I could like get her in there. Oop, come on, girl. Come on. Alright. There she is. Ooh, she's in and right. I'll try and I'll see if I can get like a good look of her before I move on to the next tarantula. But yeah, Pamphobeteus species light. What an amazing spider. Huge carapace and such a chunky girl. Really like the proportion on this female. And I'll move on to the next female. You'll definitely get to see a lot more of her, and don't worry. I'll be pairing her sometime soon as she settles down in this enclosure. But yeah, and moving on. The second Pamphobeteus species light. So, here we have the enclosure, and I'll just quickly pop the female in just to keep this video quick and short. Still got a couple more rehouses to go. It's stuck. Right. If you haven't watched my previous video, this Pamphobeteus species light looks a bit darker than the other one. I think this one is going to molt sometime soon. But look at this bald patch here. I suspect she had laid an egg sac already within this molt cycle, because this is quite a distinctive bald patch. A lot of South American giants, including most species from the Pamphobeteus genus, they would use like hairs from these, urticating hairs from these areas to lay to wrap like a protective layer around their egg sac. So yeah, you can also sort of see her heart in there as well. So this darker region that goes all the way down here. It got covered by her hair, but it goes all the way down here with some like horizontal perpendicular lines, sections, which is, I think they're arteries, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, this female probably laid an egg already, so I wouldn't be breeding her. I would still try her with my male, but I don't think she would be willing to pair. But hopefully she'll molt soon. Ah, don't be stubborn. Go to your new home. Come on. Oop. Sorry, I was blocking her the entire time, but come on. Ah. Oop. She's in now. Calm down. Alright. Just go in your new... Ooh. There we go. Alright. So, that's all the adult females. And I think I have another female. It's going to be in a smaller enclosure, but it's gonna work just fine for our sub-adult female. And it's the where is she? Where is she? Right, it's going to be our Pamphobeteus ornatus. Alright, I'll just try to get her in there. Oof, it's kicking her again. It's always the same issue dealing with Pamphobeteus. The hair is just so itchy, and I already got some in my nose and throat, so so sorry if I'm like coughing or sneezing a lot in the video, and now you know why. But yeah, so this is the wrong side. Come on. Right. But yeah, just take a good look at this female. What a beauty. Look at that like eyebrow on her carapace. Ooh. And they look jet black when they're freshly molted, with a very vibrant red eyebrow around the eyes. Really pretty spider. And right, there we go. She's in now. Right, and straight to her hide. Perfect. Alright, so these are all the females I got from Dan. I got a couple more females from So Many Legs, and I'll probably rehouse them in this videos as well. Alright. Alright, since I'm rehousing the teas I got from Dan, I thought I might as well rehouse some of the other Pamphobeteus and Xenesthis I got. Well, it's just a couple, but like, it's just 3 of them. But I'll just rehouse these Tarantulas I got from So Many Legs. So thank you for Andy, who got me all these amazing spiders. And what we got here first is a Pamphobeteus species Conani. It's an adult female. Been looking for one of these for like ages now, and I have like a smaller female, and these used to be like, well, I wouldn't say dirt cheap, but like way cheap. Well, very accessible in the past, and like 2018 or probably a bit earlier than that as well, and somehow they just disappeared. Quite a difficult species to breed, but yeah, hopefully I would find myself a male and like try to breed these myself, because like in the past I had like a wild caught female, and unfortunately she had passed, and I did not have a male back then, so I could have, like, there were chances that there were opportunities to get like slings and stuff in the past, but I just like missed out. I didn't get it back then. I was more into the Pamphobeteus and like other pokies. Well, pokies, Pamphobeteus, same thing. But yeah, I'm more into like the boreals and stuff back then, and yeah, definitely missed that. But right, so here's the Pamphobeteus Conani. Not sure if you guys can see, but I'll try and add like a video, photo of her later when I'm editing. But look at those leg 4. Look at those like patella and stuff. It's huge. Like it's a very thick hind. Like I really love those thick hind legs. Yeah. Right, the next one will be this Pamphobeteus species Paisa. It's not gonna be a rehouse. I already housed her in like a decent enclosure. They are it's a probably matured female, but the species of Pamphobeteus is rather small. Like most of the, well, not most of, but like a lot of the Pamphobeteus from Colombia, especially the Highland Pamphobeteus. Right, there we go. Let's see if I could get like a better look at her. Oof. I'll see what I can do. Where's my paintbrush? Alright, there we go. Alright, calm down. Just show us your probably right, maybe like this. Right, can't really see that well from the camera, but like it's a beige abdomen, oh not abdomen, beige carapace and legs, and purplish femurs, I would say, or like deep, just like a deeper colored female. Quite a pretty species. It's almost like a smaller version of the mascara, although there are definitely a lot of differences, but the color scheme does look a little like that, maybe a male mascara. Right. Definitely look way different when they're like freshly molted though. So when, well, in the future when she molted, I'll definitely do like an update. But yeah, pretty spider nonetheless. Definitely, well, I wouldn't say she needs a molt soon. All these like Pamphobeteus, they have like a pretty long molt cycle. These like colder Colombian ones. But yeah, I think that's about it. We'll pop her cockback back in and just leave her alone. This one is quite skittish, I'll say. Hopefully she will eat soon, and that way I don't, well, I'm not too worried about this one, but like, yeah, hope she eats soon, and if not, I wouldn't be too worried, because like, look at her condition. She looks like she could eat a molt any time now. Right. Alright, so this is the last tarantula to rehouse. It's a Xenesthis species Megascopula. It's an adult female, and if you take a look at her, you can sort of see her carapace here, and you can also see this huge scopular pad on her, well, not just her hind legs, but on most of her legs, and that's how they got their name, Megascopula. Really do like the very thick hind legs on these. Probably one of my favorite Xenesthis species. But yeah, I'll just put her in here and gently get coax her into her enclosure. I'll see if I could get better lighting and to show you guys sort of a coloration. Yeah. Can't really find my paintbrush, so I'll just use a tongue. And come on. Oof. Would you look at her? You can sort of see what I mean by the thick hind legs. Like, look at that over there. It's a really nice proportion. And yeah, not as leggy. Well, she's also very leggy, like she has a very large leg span, but I would say her legs are definitely not as skinny as some of the other Xenesthis species out there. Really love this proportion. You can sort of see what I mean by the like red hue on Megascopula, as I've mentioned on the in the other video. It's sort of an orange reddish tone on her carapace, and you can also see this black area above her eyes. It's slightly narrower than what you would normally find on other Xenesthis species, in my opinion, like from my own experience, and that's how I generally distinguish Megascopula, if you can't already tell by her like large scopula. Yeah, there she goes, she's in, and right, that's about it. Right, so these are all the rehousings for today, and I hope you liked my video. If you do, don't forget to like and subscribe, and that way you won't miss my future content. I'll try to do weekly uploads, and yeah, that's about it. See you guys soon. Bye bye.